here in Australia. I am surprising you on a Sunday with the brand new Christmas Stampathon 2025. So sorry, forgot to mute my replay computer. So I have been doing this challenge for a number of years. I am on the admin team for the Christmas Stampathon challenge, and what our aim is to do is to make cards and other projects to be prepared when it comes to the end of the year at Christmas time, and we actually have the supply of projects to be able to send cards. Hey Shaz, hey Margine, thank you so much for joining me. Now this challenge goes live over on our Facebook group, which I do have linked below. I'm actually prepared, no one fall over. Welcome Trisha, thanks for joining. So I have the link to our Facebook group below, and we basically put a challenge up on the 25th of every month, and the live challenge runs till the 24th. So this challenge will finish on the 24th of February. Hey Lise. And our first challenge for 2025 is on repeat. Now I was going through my cards the other day and went, I have some cards that I have made probably in the last 6 months or so that actually fit the theme on repeat. But I am going to make a brand new card with you today, but I did want to show you some of the other cards that I've made. So we're talking, go to your designer series paper to grab some inspiration, because your designer series paper often has a motif or a design that is on repeat all the way through the paper. So look at your paper for inspiration. Why is my background in reverse? I don't know. YouTube never has my background in reverse. That is really weird, Lisa. I shall investigate that for my next live video. Let me see something. No, that only changed which camera I was using in my phone. Sorry that you're seeing my big fat finger there. No, that just retouches me. Awesome, loving the retouch. But no, hey Sheila, how are you? There you go. I'm not sure. No idea. I can't change that from what I'm seeing on my screen in front of me. So I know, but I never have to do that on YouTube. YouTube generally does that already. So this is the first time I've had issues with the screen not mirroring, which is totally bizarre. But thank you so much, Lisa, for pointing that out. So going back, I know, very odd. It's okay, we'll deal with it. Once I've got my downward facing, we won't be flipped. So just block out everything behind me. Look at me, and you and I are just talking. It's all good. So yes, the cards I'm about to show you will be in reverse, but I will show you when I flip down. So today for our on repeat, I have chosen to use the Humble Home stamp set and the matching punch. I have just, and I mean just in the last hour, released my mega Christmas class. The end of last year got super duper crazy. I did 3 Christmas classes in a row. So Christmas themed, using Christmas products, and I have combined them into one class. So we've got Humble Home, which is still current. This is available in the online exclusives. We have Reindeer Fun, and we have decorative trees. Now, I know some of these products, especially decorative trees and reindeer fun, have sold out in certain markets. So I have priced the class accordingly. Normally my classes are $10 and you get videos, project sheet, all of that. So for my 3 classes, I'm pricing it at $15. And you will get, like, these are all the cards. These are all the cards that you will see made, and one of the cards is the inspiration for today. So this is one of my class cards, and I have actually stamped on repeat in the background. So this is using the Season of Elegance Designer Series paper, which didn't retire, yay, and the Humble Home stamp set. So that's part of our inspiration. This is another card that I actually did in a video. So this is using the Reindeer Fun stamp set, I can't think of the names of the stamp sets. They've totally gone out of my head. So the bells are from an online exclusive in Australia that has retired and discontinued and sold out, and I used decorative trees. So I used a whole lot of stamps together to create this background. I also used decorative trees, stamp sets still available for us, and I did repeat stamping to create the background. This card is actually cased from our September to December catalogue, and this is another one that I did. I created my own DSP. I stamped the bells in the background and then took Stampin' blends and coloured them in. So they are my samples of things I've already done using on repeat theme, but today we are channeling this Humble Home, and I'm not totally sure what we're doing, but we're definitely going to be making multiple cards, okay? So multiple cards together using this, because that is also part of the Christmas Stampathon challenge, is that we use, hey Miss Maureen, is that we use we're using repeat stamping, but we also make multiple cards. I personally tallied up all the cards I sent in December, and I know I need approximately 80 cards this year. Now, I already have a lot of cards, so as stamp sets have been retiring, I've pulled cards out of this box here where I keep my current cards for customers to look through, and I have pulled them out and popped them in my Christmas box. And then as I do this challenge throughout the year, and when we get closer to into our holiday September to December catalogue, I make it up to 80. So you can, I just had a list, I have a spreadsheet of people I send birthday cards to, Christmas cards to, because that works for me, and I tallied it up and almost died. But that's okay, I'm a card maker, I send cards. It's okay that I sent 80-ish cards. Good afternoon my time, and good morning your time, Miss Nicole. And I must also apologize, I'm technically a day late for the Christmas Stampathon challenge, but I'm not actually late because it's still the 25th in the US. I had team meeting yesterday, and I couldn't do both my team meeting and do this video with you guys. So I'm coming to you a little late, but that's okay. Ruth did hers this morning. She snuck in just before midnight UK time, and she made 4 beautiful cards using repeat stamping on a one sheet wonder, of course in Ruth style. So I think nearly all of us, except for me and possibly Serena, I'm not sure, or Serena, have posted our inspiration cards for everyone on this month's theme. Now, I have rabbited on for quite long enough in also trying to work out this screen flip thing, and we will get on with what we would like to do today, and that's making some cards. So what off the top of your head do you think you would use for this theme? Because I would absolutely love to know what is in your stash that you would like to use. Okay, so the screen flip doesn't work for the opposite view, which is a good thing. So I can still see what we're doing. I don't think I'm going to zoom in anymore. I might do it when I come back. Hang on. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's as far as I'll go. That's pretty good. And I shall be back after I turn off my light. I'm on my live, Owen. Do you need me urgently, and can it be broadcast? Is the question. Sorry, just an interlude here. What's up?
Can we make a dentist appointment soon?
Yeah.
Just where did the Harry says these?
Okay, cool. I can organise that when I'm there next week.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome. Get things out while they're on our brains is always a good thing to do. Okay, so Humble Home, I haven't got the punch out just yet. I don't even know if I will use the matching punch. And I've got the Season of Elegance Designer Series paper. I think I have used almost all of the crumb cake paper, which is the one I used in this. So this is part of my mega Christmas class, but I think I've used all of this because I did do a class and a team meeting using it. So this is a green, this is a blue, which is, so this is Pretty Peacock. And this one is Old Olive and Mossy Meadow. And then we have our Real Red / Cherry Cobbler. Now, they all work well together, but I would like to concentrate like on one colour. Now, I know Shirley went multicolored and totally non-Christmas colours. Ruth did pinks, and I'm actually going to check because I just want to do something a bit different. So I'm just going to go over to the group and see what everyone has done and just give you a little bit of different inspiration. Oh, I do see a sheet of that, but I don't want to do the same. So we do have slightly different gold foil designs. So we have some that are splattered all over and others that are more middle concentrated, like these two. I'm thinking I might want to go with the Pretty Peacock. So I want to grab out another sheet. So grab out this sheet as well. So you can see that we're definitely more concentrated with the gold splatter in the middle. But just to show you all the colours that we do have available. Let me have a look. So when you post in the group, there is a graphic that has this month's theme on it. And then we just ask that you put your projects in the comment section under that photo. Andrea's used multi, Candy's used green and red, Ruth has used pink. Okay, I think definitely going this one is something a little bit different. Oh, hang on, I can't get this in around my scraps, which is why generally my scraps are in a little piece of paper, medium envelope. Sorry, sitting here thinking how I might like to do this. So we've got the little Merry Christmas there. I may grab in another set, but this technically is a set for all occasions. So it's not just for Christmas, which is nice just to have some sets that cover lots of different things. Hello, Leslie, how are you? Yes, a Sunday session. And I think I will also be going live tomorrow as well. I do have my Christmas cards, my birthday cards, and 3 months of team swaps to share. So I think I want to go live tomorrow and share those as well. I just want to check something here. And I want to see if I do a row of 1, 2, 3 and a bit. So if I do a row, if I do landscape cards, I can get hit 3 houses in the middle. So 1, 2, and 3. And that is classed as on repeat because I don't want to repeat this design, but I may do 3 in a row and a feature one. We shall see how we go. So now that I know what I'm doing, I just want to cut this about there. And I'm loving this gold, but I think I will highlight the gold in embellishments rather than in heat embossing. Okay, so we've just got our gold peeking up from the bottom there. So I want to go here. By the looks of it, I think we shall, did I cut this one correctly? No, I cut this one 1/2 centimetre too tall because it's going to be sitting like that. I like that, and the houses across there, so we'll still see the middle. Actually, I might stamp the houses and then put them on dimensionals, stamp, punch, and then put on. So then we're not covering so much of this gorgeous designer series paper. Okay, so I love the fact I'm going to have these big strips of gold. Sorry, I'm just working out that I probably want a little more gold. So really happy with that strip, but I did want more gold in the middle. So it may seem like a little bit of a waste, but I know what I'd like to see in the background. Okay, and that is a really pretty subtle strip if I can get it out. This is a really pretty subtle strip to use. Okay, now I'm sitting here thinking what colour neutral I would like to use as an accent, like for the trees. So I'll grab my colour wheel out in a sec and have a look and see what I think goes really well with Pretty Peacock. Or if you have an idea of a neutral, it doesn't actually have to be a neutral, it could be a colour out of another set as well, but something contrasting that will go beautifully with, okay, I want to cut this end. That will go beautifully with the pretty peacock. Okay, so I've got 5 here, so that's a nice number. I should count every, oh sorry guys, I did just clip you there for a second. I should every month update my Christmas cards and give you the count of how many I'm up to. So I'm popping all these scraps straight away into this, if I can find the opening. Oh, hey Shari, if I missed you, I'm so sorry. Been busy rabbiting on here. Okay, great. Now, do you girls still have some of this paper? Because I know I saw a lot of amazing projects used with it during, okay, neutrals are actually on the back. I saw lots of amazing projects with this. So I don't think I'm going for the greys into black. I think basic beige seems to look very, very nice. So I may grab a piece if I have. No, I only have big pieces of basic beige, but that's okay. Just going to see how that goes. Actually, that's actually really nice. So if I stamp pretty peacock on basic beige, then punch it out, what do we think? I'll just grab a punch, stretch my little short arms here, and this is the punch. So to get the most out of this paper, I will cut a strip a little bit larger than what we've got. Have the 3 houses across here, and possibly stamp and punch out the Merry Christmas. What does everyone think of that? I want to keep it simple. I want to keep it achievable. I want something that you girls can go, ooh, I can do that. And of course, if I have any gentlemen watching as well. Okay, so I don't need my designer series paper right now. So I do have a bit of a dish. Now, this dish I bought incidentally when I got a cup to rinse my mouth out when I had brushed my teeth in the bathroom, and it's the perfect little dish for card making. So I'll just pop that off to the side, and I love that it has some edges to it, so even if I put it over the corner, I'm not going to accidentally get a stamp in there or anything like that. I feel like everything's quite protected. Okay, so I need my ruler, and this is about, if I do 5.5 centimeter strips, if I've got 5 cards and I need 3, I need 15. Is my maths right, guys? If I've got 5 cards and I'm using 3, I'm going to need 15 houses. So cutting this at 5.5, I predict I'll need about 3 strips. I love that we've got the measurements in the middle, and we can make sure that our pages are straight the whole way. Hello, Renee. How are you today? Are you guys still getting crazy snow and whatnot over in the US? Because I know everywhere's been having crazy weather, and I don't know whether it's a untrue story or not, but I did see that Niagara Falls had frozen over. And they're going, is that really the truth that Niagara Falls has frozen over? So if anyone can tell me, that will be amazing. Okay, so I have used this stamp quite a lot, so I haven't actually run my hand over it or anything, and it is stamping beautifully, which is what I want, but I did just get a bit of ink on the corner there, and of course a bit of ink on my hand. So try and get rid of that. Oh, hey April. Oh my God, that's crazy. Is the snow sticking for you guys, April, or is it not sticking? Okay, I even went Christmas themed and grabbed out my Christmas bracelet because I recently went through and reordered all of my Pandora bracelets, and yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it. Actually, I did it with Lavender's girlfriend. 3, 4, I think we'll get 5 out of each strip comfortably with a little bit left over. Great, that's nice and easy. Where I live, we don't have a lot of snow, but the southern states, yeah. Oh, you never get snow, April. Oh yeah, so you guys don't have salting machines for your roads. You are not used to walking on snow and ice, and probably don't have appropriate footwear. Oh my God. Yes, that's a little crazy for you guys. Okay, not too shabby. And then we pray that they all punch right. And then I don't need to do anymore. That one didn't quite stamp right, but do you know what? I think that's pretty good. Now I'm happy these don't look extremely Christmassy. If I wanted to, I did move a little bit on the bottom, but it actually looks like it's meant to be part of it. What I could do if I wanted to is make these doors red, just with a Stampin' blend. Actually, I do have my spare one here, so I wouldn't mind grabbing maybe Real Red and seeing, because could use Real Red or Cherry Cobbler to see what I think that looks like. Now at the moment my Cherry Cobbler Dark is out of use and I haven't replaced it. So that's Cherry Cobbler, and this is Real Red. I know it's going to look a little different over here, but I want to make a bit, I definitely think the Cherry Cobbler will go a little bit better with the deeper colors that we're using. So just kind of bringing that over, I think the Cherry Cobbler will look better. Oh wow, Shari. Yeah, no. Yes, I do believe that is a correct assumption, that Mother Nature has been a little confused. So Now, besides the fact I just did a really terrible job on that, I think that looks okay. I am going to be a lot more careful on this. I just think the red door gives it a really, just a bit more of a holiday look. Now I have to be careful because this ink isn't necessarily safe with alcohol markers. So I'm just trying not to linger over these edges. So they are bleeding a little, but I think we can forgive it because I really like the look of the red door. Tell me what you think. Just making it look a little more holiday-esque. That one turned out a little bit better because I went slightly inside of that line. I didn't necessarily hit the line of my stamping. I did look. Oh, I'll show you close up what it's like. It's not terrible, but it's there. But I still think it's worth it. Ah, so I was right about Niagara Falls. Same time as the Thames. I always look at the word Thames and want to say it totally differently. Probably someone who was Scottish named it, with all their silent letters and different sounds. Okay, no one stopped me. So do I keep... Now, this is the thing. I can keep these. No, I've gone too far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could do just one as the central one, and then I will keep the rest plain. Just keep one as the showstopper. Okay, so now we punch. This is how I punch. This is how I find it easiest. So I leave the punch on the table and shake it around because that's what my hands like to do. Sorry, that was just moving as I closed this. Jeez Louise, I get one area lined up and then I look at the next area and go, no, you're not right. Okay. One. I should be better on the next ones because I've done one. Yeah, there we go. 2. Oh, look at all the little love hearts I'm getting. I could keep them for love heart confetti, but alas, I don't think I will. Yes, yeah, exactly, Nicole. snow in Florida is exactly, and really, we've never had snow, but then well, Florida is also very close to the ocean as well. So, because I was going to say, I'm only about a 15-minute drive from many beaches. So, yeah, they'd be the same for us getting snow. We do often get below 0 overnights, but yeah, we don't often stay in under 10 degrees Celsius. Sorry, I'm just grabbing a bin here. We don't often stay in under 10 degrees Celsius like for a whole day in winter. Okay, that's 5 done. Going to have to take a drink break. Oh, Trisha, I also found. Oh, the appearance of Frozen Falls. Oh, okay, radio. I just saw it pop up. I never actually clicked the link. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Yeah, I never clicked the link, so I'm going to keep my feature houses in a pile. So if we're sticking with Cherry Cobbler, sorry, first one in the row is always the hardest. And then these ones, not that they don't matter, but they're not the ones our eyes will be drawn to as such. Actually, it's pretty good I put this container off to the side here because it's actually holding the paper as I go through. So I don't think these will actually take too long to put together, really. Because got the 5 cards, and you've seen we're doing them from design to finish all together. Definitely real time. Okay, there we go. That's our middle 5. Just let me grab my confetti. It's actually very pretty confetti, all the squares and the love hearts. Good here, just oh, yes. So, how was Antigua? Was it nice and warm? Did you get a bit sun-kissed? I just love saying Antigua. It's a very satisfying name to say. I don't know if I'm totally weird here, but anyway. So for those who have joined a little later, I am doing the January Christmas Stampathon projects, and this month's theme, so this is the first one for the year, is on repeat, which is why there are so many houses being punched out currently. Right, and one last one. Get that heart off. Just going to empty that while I'm here. Okay. This one in. At least I haven't done anything horrendous when punching all of these out. They're all actually pretty good. So I will think about my Merry Christmas. Okay, so I think, no, there's a heart over here. Great. And my punch can go there for the moment. So, we've got one here. I'm just going to do a little bit of laying out here and see how we're going so far. So I've got this one in the middle and then one each of these on either side. Okay, so I've got that, happy with that, I think. I don't think we actually need anything underneath. Keep the confetti. Oh, it would just seriously not get used. It will go in the recycling eventually, but I'll do it like at the end. So I've just grabbed out my 1 3/4 punch. I actually think this might be too big because I've got a tiny Merry Christmas here. Where are you? Merry Christmas, right here. Yeah, we've got a tiny Merry Christmas. So this is where I am, sadly for me, that I can't just punch this out. I'm going to go into my dies. And I know I have a great one with stylish shapes, and I know it's a fair way through because I went looking for it yesterday for Spotlight on Nature may work and stylish shapes. Okay, just got both of those out. We'll also grab out plates for the mini machine. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So are you guys pro starting your Christmas cards now? Are you for it or against it? I'm just going to put this on a block. So then I can put this over here. So we're looking that second one, or oh, I think that one's a bit big. I think this second one in this is actually more space than I want to use. So we'll reject Spotlight on Nature. Just pop that over here. Now, since I have used cherry cobbler, I may even grab some cherry cobbler cardstock if I can find my cherry cobbler cardstock. I think I may need to, yes, I'm running low, but I know I have a full packet. It's just I've been resisting doing filling it up. So this may or may not work, but just indulge me while I do a bit of a test here. Keeping with our current colour theme, just going to, yep, that stamps well enough. Okay, using the Pretty Peacock on the cherry cobbler works well. So let's open this up and grab our second one. So you can see here that that is just perfect. Oh, I know. I'm still loving, well, in Australia, April, the reindeer dies are still current. The reindeer stamp set, though, has sold out, but the reindeer dies are still current. So I could have used them as silhouettes today, but I haven't. So I'm definitely going to need opinions once I cut this out as to if you like this or not. And I have ink on my hand. Because this is such a dark ink, I do kind of want to get to any ink on my hands straight away before I transfer it. Okay, Merry Christmas. That actually is somewhat perfect. Slam that in, jam it down, crank it through. You're against Renee. So you're happy to watch me make it, but you don't need as many cards as me. Fair enough. Okay, so what do we think of this? So if I like line this up in the middle, and I could either put this at the bottom or I can put it at the top. What do we think in that colour? Now I was actually going to put this on basic beige card base, but I'm not sure now. Or do I use a different colour? What do you think? I'll have another drink while I get some answers. I can have a play with some card bases as well while I'm here. And I just want to know about the Merry Christmas. What you thinking? Okay, it looks fine on the red, but let's have a look at what the basic beige. Oh, fair enough, Renee. That is fair enough. So, what cards, like what type of cards do you send most of? I'm always interested to know. I think the red is maybe, the cherry cobbler is a little heavy, but I'm also not sure about this. I'm just moving my open ink pad just while we're going here. Nope, that shaded spruce, not helpful. Pretty peacock. I'm not sure that pretty peacock is the answer either. No, because that just looks same. Birthday cards, okay. That is the perfect occasion. So I'm thinking, since no one has gone, no, Ellen, that doesn't look good, I just continue and make 5 of these Merry Christmases and pop them on. Okay, I did just retrieve my die, if you heard that bounce. Okay, right. I'm going to remove this full piece of cardstock because that's just asking for trouble. Do you know what? I may even bring in some crumb cake. That may be the answer that we're looking for, is a little crumb cake. You're all for it. You're loving the red. Awesome. Thank you, Trisha. Just trust me on this one, because there was a little bit of stuff on the cardstock. So I've got, how many have I got there? I've got 3. So I just need one more. I do have plenty of scrap. I'll just grab another piece. There we go. I'm hoping, yeah, that's about the same width. So that'll work really, really well. And I'm going to try and stamp that a little, that's better. Was I even with my pressure with that stamp? No. But they're handmade cards. People can't expect perfection. Ah, okay, Maureen. It is a little dark, but I thought it went in with the red door. That's what I was channeling. I think I'm going to try crumb cake for our card base, because the basic beige was a little light and I didn't like the cherry cobbler or the other two while we were talking. So yes, I have put my die in the little, or the big dish that I procured as part of my Aldi purchases the other week. So Aldi for the win. It's nice and light. It's just acrylic. I love our random finds. Okay, so we've got one, and we've got that one can stay there. That can just go into the recycling bin now. And I'll do this one, which is on the wrong side, and we'll go with the ones on the right side. So I will be honest, I haven't made any Christmas cards since probably mid-ish December. So I have had a nice break. Sorry, I've just got off screen here a little bit. I've got some pretty peacock ink on my desk. Probably came off my hand. Okay, crank that through. Now also these Merry Christmases are going to be on dimensionals, so they're not going to be directly onto the card bases, and I will find some nice metallic embellishments to use. So that is 2, so I just need 3 more. No, actually I have 3, so I only need 2 more. Helps if this plate is in the right spot. Now, who stole the top plate? I spied it underneath. I don't know how I did all that moving and didn't move the die. And now it won't feed through. Damn. Yes, I'm glad you noticed that, Maureen. Yes, so if we have paper that sticks out the front here, our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine actually doesn't like it. It likes the paper not overlapping the edge of our plates. It can be a little finicky. There we go. And now that the paper wasn't going over the plates, it's very happy. Perfect. And one last one, and then I think we are assembling. What's time? Okay, not too bad. We're an hour in. There was a fair bit of chit-chatting at the start. So anyone who missed it, we've got the Christmas Stampathon challenge that started yesterday, my time, so I am a little late getting this video up, but I did have a team meeting today because today is a public holiday. Well, it's a holiday here in Australia because it's Australia Day. And yes, that's, I normally have my team meetings today, but because it's a long weekend, I changed it round. Okay, there we go. So that's why I'm a little late, but I'm on time for the US, where I'm normally early for the US. Okay, just pop that die in there, that over there, these plates together and away, and the machine away. Now I have also released about an hour or so ago, I have released my latest class, which is Christmas themed. It's a mega Christmas class. I think that goes so much better. I know that's not how the card is, but it is laid out. Now I'm questioning if I should use crumb cake, but at the time I really did like the basic beige. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine. Basic beige and crumb cake do go really, really well together. So I'm going to grab 3 sheets of this, 1, 2, and 3. And we will cut our card bases. So we are doing everything in steps. So we've done our stamping together. We did our cutting of our designer series paper together. So we've done, we've batch done everything. Hey Anne, how are you? Okay, so I want to score on the short side and cut on the long side. Score and cut. And then we'll have one left over for future. Cold and wet. We're having, I don't know, we're high 20s today. It did say it may rain, but I haven't seen any rain, and it is bright enough. It's not the brightest day. I'd say yesterday was very bright. Okay, and just one more, but we'll cut 2. So then in my little stash, I will have a portrait card and a landscape card ready. And because I'm using a crumb cake card base, I won't need a card insert for this card because this can be easily stamped on. Hey, Susie. Oh, no problems. I'd love you to catch the rest on the replay. Okay, so while I'm here, let's fold these, because they just worked perfectly. Hey, Miss Glenna, how are you? You snuck in there. I didn't see you. Oh, you love both, Maureen. Thank you. You saw me questioning myself there for a second. Now, could I do more colouring to my houses? Yes, I could. But I'm making 5 cards, so we are definitely keeping it simple. Glenna has some dottage in the designer series paper, and it's special dottage because it's gold. And I'm so sorry if you can hear Owen in the background. Owen has no volume control, and even though he's talking to his father in the same room, it's booming and penetrating. Yay, I know. I always think of you and dottage, Glenna. Never Ruth, always you. You are thought of and mentioned often. But I will also be adding some embellishment as well. Glenna, you were in Ruth's video, weren't you? So you know what I'm doing. I'm doing the Christmas Stampathon, but I assume you've had dinner with your lovely family and then you've come on to see me. So I'm going to make 1 card all together and make sure we like it, and then I'm going without embellishment, and I'll embellish them all at the end, but I'll make 1 card and then I'll prep the rest, because we're kind of at that point that I just need to put everything together. Okay, as always, pick it up, do a bit of shimmy, get it in the right spot, roughly the right spot. I haven't actually pressed anything down yet, so I go and do that now. Grab my dimensionals. Great. Now I could have done this in crumb cake as well. There are lots of combinations that I could have done with these colours, but the red is going to match up with the colour on the door. So I think we're just using 3, 1 in the middle of the roof and then 1 on either side. So nothing will be saggy. Everything will look great. So 2 plain ones and then a red door one. Now, I didn't think about the colour in the red door. We are certainly not meaning anything untoward. We're just being festive. Oh, Trisha, I thought you did catch that as well. I was doing some computer work while watching Ruth. I was getting my class up. It's not quite finished, but it will be finished by the end of today. So I thought I just wanted to advertise it so you all know, and when people purchase it, they will get the email shortly. So I've got those, that's fine. Need my take your pick tool. Almost cut myself there. I know, I love that you girls are on an Ellen Live. Makes it even more special. But I'm doing, and I'm actually going to give you guys a bit of a treat. I'm going to go live 2 days in a row. So I'm going to be live today, and then I am also going to be, no, do you know what? I'm going to go either side now. I may change my mind and put these auxiliary ones flat and put the middle one on dimensionals. We shall see. So I know this needs to go like right to the edge. And tomorrow I'm going to pop back on and share with you my Christmas cards that I have received, my birthday cards that I received in December, and sorry, I'm just trying to line up here. And I'm going to share my team swaps for the last 3 months. So I've got a whole lot of stuff hanging around. Oh my God, how good was my eyeballing there? So I've got all of those to share, and I thought I normally do those types of things all in one video, so that's what I shall do. That's pretty close. I'm really happy with that. Now, kind of thinking I want to go here, or maybe just over here for the Merry Christmas. And I think having them all on dimensionals actually looks quite nice. And what I'll do, I'll add some embellishments up here so we kind of run a diagonal line down the card. Let's see how we go. Oops. And obviously have some on here. Well, I'm quite happy with that design. I think I may need to use a mix of gold because I have these. I know the ones I really want to use, I don't necessarily have enough. So these are the ones I was thinking of. These are the metallic gems. I also have, they were here, they ran away. I also have the blooming pearls. Let me go through here. Butterflies aren't going to help us. Silver. We did use these the other day. We do have the druzy embellishments. Now, we did work out they were champagne, but they are close enough that we can use them. Or I do have the cherry cobbler, and I do have other packets of these. So these are the adhesive back berries. Hey Nicole, can you search the online store for me and tell me if those berries are still available? And we have some gold sequins, but as you can see, my gold I use quite a lot. So I'm a little bit on the do I have enough of everything side to use something. But if I do use the berries, I pretty much know I've got extra packs that I can grab down and use. So these are all of our options. Just going to pop them in a basket as I go in and assemble now. So I'm going to take all of our card bases and go with that. So thank you in anticipation, Nicole, if those berries are available, because I'd love to get them used, because one, they're beautiful, but two, they will go beautifully with our colour scheme, even if I don't repeat the gold. Okay. Just bringing that down a little across, and we're good. Yep, all still available. Leslie, thank you so much. I just needed my Aussies to check. Otherwise, I would have asked all of you, but I needed to check from the Aussie online store. Thank you. I didn't think I'd notice them. I did notice the sentimental Christmas paper has gone, sadly. Loved that. I don't need to put insides in these ones, Lisa, because I can quite easily stamp and write on cherry cobbler. But thank you for the reminder. I only put insides in where I absolutely need them. Is that lazy? Quite possibly. And I really only do them when I'm writing on them. So yes, I know many of you love putting insides in your card as you go. It is a fun stamp and punch bundle. I have done quite a lot, and it is part of my Mega Christmas class, and I make two Christmas cards in that class. One of them, actually both of them, do not have to be Christmas cards. There are very minor changes that you can make to make them not Christmas cards. So yeah, okay, lovely. To make my life easier, I am only going to put dimensionals on these ones, and I'm going to glue down the rest because I think that will make this go a lot easier. Just grabbing out all my bits that need dimensionals. It doesn't matter. Look, that looks great all on dimensionals, but just thinking of time, and I need to find my dimensionals on my X. Okay, Lisa. Yeah, that is only for the colours, the darker colours. But thank you for reminding me about my complaining at Christmas time, Lisa. I'm so glad you listened to my complaining. What are friends for, hey? Just to remind you. Oh, my dear word, I love it. But I think my explanation works, that it's not one I wouldn't complain about. If the card was pretty peacock, for sure that needs an insert. But the good thing is, when I'm putting my Christmas cards together, I sort them into portrait and landscape, and then I generally collate together the ones that need inserts. So I will set up my stamp positioning machine, which I still use the Stamparatus that Stampin' Up used to sell, and I will set the stamp in the correct spot, and I will just go through and stamp the sentiment on the inside of all my Christmas cards all at once. So that makes life so much easier for myself. That just gets done in one whole process. And then I'll move the stamp for all of the portrait cuts, and then I will do the same for my card inserts. Well, actually, what I generally do is put the card insert in the card and then go through with that process of the stamping. So, yes. Good, I'm glad it makes sense, Lise. Yeah. But I think my end process does work, but I think yeah. No, I get both ways. I really do get both ways. Okay, so this is the card that we're kind of reproducing. We did make some design choices on the way. Now, if I put on the first one, then use my T-square ruler. That works really well. Or it worked well enough last time. Let's say that. Owen, can you turn that down, please? That's okay. Okay, so this is going to give us wiggle room. So I don't mind that it goes over slightly. Bring it down a little because I didn't mean to pop that there. So they're sitting nice and flat there. And then we'll go here. And just because we are here and attaching houses, I shall do this one at the same time. Helps if your finger isn't stuck to the dimensional. Done. So that's how that one looks. So we'll just do a comparison. I think I actually do prefer the middle one sticking up. But yes, so there's that one done. Itchy, 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 not helpful. Oh no, oh no, oh. Well, I'm glad you found it and your craft stuff is coming back out. So does your craft area get taken over at Christmas time? Because that's not okay. I mean, sometimes life is just what it is, but yes, frustrating all the same. Okay. That's a little too high now. I don't think, oh yes, I can move it back down. There we go. Leave that be for a second. The ruler is actually very good at moving it for me. Maybe a bit too good. Okay, and then this one. Yeah, I'm so lucky to have a craft room. So it has gone through a number of reiterations of the craft room. I used to have temporary furniture in here, and when we renovated our kitchen, there happened to be money left over. So I got built-in cupboards and a built-in L-shaped desk, and the L-shaped desk goes from the door all the way around to the window. So I am actually very, very lucky that I have the dedicated space, and having this this dedicated space and dedicated storage has certainly helped a lot. Whilst I made it work with my temporary furniture, like it was just like bookshelves and stuff like that, and I still do actually have said bookshelf behind me, but it is used in a different way as such. Okay, so that about there. Takes over the living room. Oh wow. I know Maureen is the same, yes. Yes, you prefer the middle house just on the dimensional. Glenna, I love that. She's anti-guess and pro crafting. That's actually a great platform. Anti-guess, or anti-in-person guess. Because I have many Zoom friends who come into my craft room all the time. It's just they're not physically here. Okay. Right. Here we go. And last one for this step. Yeah, Nicole, I was thinking about this earlier, and people talking about larger spaces. Even though I know I could fill a larger space, I don't think I want a larger space. I think that'd be like way too overwhelming. And I'm actually quite happy how this space works. I was on a Zoom recently with a crafter who also YouTubes, no, non-Stampin' Up person, and I know, I think I was getting ready for a team meeting or something like that, and I was just reaching up because I have my stamps over here above me, my cardstock over here above me, and my inks on the end of my desk here, and my markers there, and my tools just off. So like I've got plenty of room to craft, but everything is in arm's reach. And she was actually jealous that I had everything in arm's reach. Probably the only thing I don't have in here is a sink. I know my girlfriend Jamie, she has a sink, and that's really good. She does a bit more mixed media stuff than what I do, and she loves having a sink. That was actually a really good save by me there. Good work. That is actually very true. I'm going to put that blade over there, and I shall fix that later. Just, it's unscrewed. But that's okay. Okay, so here we go. That will have to do. I know I'm not perfectly centered, but hey, it is what it is. Right. See, I use my dining room table, Nicole. So I've got 2 IKEA trolleys, the Razcogs that go out to the dining room table when it's class time. But I do have to make sure the kitchen's clean, but then I've got tea and coffee out there. It's like the pros and cons. And my dining room table is right at my front door, so people don't have to come like right through into my house. It has its advantages, to tell you the truth. Okay. I was going to say 3 more to go, but I've already done one. And then I do need to check these berries and see how they will look. I think the berries may just be it'll be the 3rd red element that I think will make this sentiment make sense. Okay, so don't need my T-square ruler anymore, but that was amazingly helpful. So you saw all my gold options, and I think I'm going with my berries. So, do you know what I'm actually thinking? It might look really cute if I put berries on the houses. Because these are like put together. And that makes them look a little bit more festive. And then I can grab, let's say, I think my druzy ones might be a little big. I might go with my iridescent foil, which has gold in it. So you can tell me what you're thinking of my thought process here. So these are translucent. One up here, one down here. I don't know about the one up there actually. If it stayed on, it'd be even better. Okay, is that too much or is that enough? What do we think? That is very true, Trisha. It's enough. Okay, so I need to get down at least another pack of these. Now, please pray. This is my box of overflow goodies. So, so I at least have 1 pack. I have 2 packs. No, I don't need my purple ones yet. In colour, those, and those. Okay, so put that back away. I have lots of those clear plastic tubs, and they are the best because I can see into them and I know exactly what is there. So love that. Yes, they can actually, Donna, but my my dark cherry cobbler, actually my dark cherry cobbler one, I think the brush is gone. So you might be right. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that is totally ruined, but we're ruining it for ruining its sake. But I will need more than this. But this is exactly how easy they are to colour. But you will be a bit more careful if your nib wasn't totally trashed like mine. It may be trashed, but it does actually work for the purpose. Good find, but I probably still will need them. They are a little bit lighter than the ones in the pack, but they will definitely work. Okay, grab our take your pick tool. Now these are pretty much instantly dry because they are Stampin' blends. Oh, no. And yes, you can quite easily take a single one off. That I think I will have to. So you just want to make sure you're grabbing the adhesive and not the single gem. Okay. Now, and we can also colour these ones as well. So anything, any of our gems, you can pretty much recolor using our Stampin' blends. Okay, there we go. 2 done. We may have enough for all of the cards here. This one. There's 2, because of course we do have the wreath in the stamp set. That would work really nicely as well, but that would add more steps. And I'm not sure that I want more steps. If you want more steps, that's fine. You can leisurely make these. I technically do have a time frame here. Okay, there we go. That's 3 done. And I'm going to, please excuse me. At least I pre-warned you before I sneezed. And these berries do also match the shape of the roof, in the pitch of the roof. I knew the word had come to me. But they do nicely match that. Oh, thank you for all the bless yous. Thank you, Donna, for that suggestion in colouring. That was awesome. And as you can see, it really did only take me 2 seconds to do. It did not take me long at all. Come on, come off, please. This one just does not want to play ball. Haha. Any of you watching the tennis? I know Lisa Atley has been avidly watching the Australian Open. Don't know if any of you guys are into tennis at all. Okay, that's those done, and our last one. And I actually coloured 3 too many. and then one here. But I'll put these in with a new pack, and that will be perfect. I have desperately been trying to finish this mini sheet that I got as part of a class for my team leaders team retreat, but oh, that's a big one. That's not going to work. I want a little one. I'm getting there. I'm just not quite finished yet. Okay, let's move these out of the way. I'm finished all 5 cards. Yay! I'm very happy with that. So we used the Season of Elegance Designer Series paper. So that was our starting point for these cards. I knew I wanted to use this paper, and I actually went with colors others hadn't used yet from the admin team for the Christmas Stampathon. So I made 5 cards. We ask for multiple cards, and a multiple is 2 cards. If you want to make a card for yourself, I need to find the lid for my glue, a card for yourself and a card for a neighbour. They do make great gifts. Thank you, Nicole. I like the non-traditional colours as well. Although Pretty Peacock is in quite a lot of Christmas stuff, so you certainly do have it hanging around. So I chose to use the Humble Home for my on repeat. So my on repeat feature is the houses. Okay, I did do a little bit of something risky. I stamped them in Pretty Peacock, and then I coloured one house on each card using the Cherry Cobbler. I actually used the light Cherry Cobbler Stampin' blend. I did get a little bit of bleeding, but I did only go through once. There is no blending, but it's still, I think they look great. Okay, so we added those. I wanted to bring in more Cherry Cobbler, so I used the Stylish Shape Styles. So these are the Stylish Shape Styles. I use those to cut the Merry Christmas sentiment from Humble Home out. Then we experimented with a lot of gems that we could have used, and then these babies came up. So these are the Cherry Cobbler and Pearl Adhesive Berries. So I actually mainly used the pearl ones that I coloured with the dark Cherry Cobbler. But look, I did have plenty I could have used, and they are all there, all coloured, brings back in that colour. And then I used some of the, which, here they are, some of the foil iridescent gems just on the sentiment. So thank you so much for joining me for this month's Christmas Stampathon challenge. I do have the link to our Facebook group in the description below, so you'll just need to press more to see that, and we will have a challenge going forward from yesterday every month, probably even into November. Also, don't forget, I did release my mega Christmas class that does include cards using the Humble Home bundle. The other thing I didn't show you is I punched them out using the Humble Home punch. You could cut them out if you love hand cutting en masse that much. I don't love hand cutting en masse that much, so my punch got to work out. But yes, if you have any questions about the projects that I've shown you or my Christmas mega class, please don't hesitate to ask. Pop back tomorrow at the same time, and I'll be sharing some cards that I have received over the last few months. Thank you, girls. Have a great day, and I will catch you soon. Bye.